sum and figure, and I'd have to round it off with a sum and formula. But yeah, I can do that. It's not it's straightforward, straightforward mathematics. It's not a problem. But because of different countries, different distances, you know, you're going to have different sums and formulas come up. So what I'd do, I would round it off. So that's how I did this. If I went to every country, for every country, I did some countries. I did China, Russia, America, certain countries in Europe. You know, because I was working with population figures. Oh, what's the population of that country estimated? Right, work out a survival sum for that. And then I thought, right, I'd do it for the whole world. But to do it for the whole world, I had to design a new currency and round it off, because there's 6.5 billion people in the world. So I did my first backup system is for 10 billion people. I went up to 20 billion people, 30 billion people, all the way up to 100 billion people. So anything is possible. The transportation cost, the manufacturing cost, the distribution cost would be astronomical, but the mathematics of that I can do, no problem. I just need the certain data of it, but it would be kind of, you know, it would be equivalent and more than the aid actually cost. It would be probably more, for the survival equipment and aid, it would be more the cost of transporting it, manufacturing it, the security of it, the salaries of it, the people that have to be paid, would be more than the aid and the survival equipment and living cost. So you're going into way, that's a different project. Yeah, it's separate. You have to break it down. With anything, you break it down, you do it in sections and you do it in stages. Okay? So the survival sum for 10 billion people is 3,000 billion, as I've said in other DVDs. Anything's possible, never give up, stay positive. You're a human being, you're a wonderful human being, you're part of the human race. Anything is possible, never give up. We're all here for a reason, and we're all here to go into the future. 5 minutes remaining on this. Embrace the future, look at life with great positive aspirations, and never give up. Anything is possible. I'm a mathematician. I have designed a survival sum and formula for the future survival of the human race. And I will continue to work on this project. Yes. So, like I say, the transport, the transportation costs, you know, certain global companies that specialise in this. There's so many different companies. I would round it off. You know, I'd do a rough estimate, starting from certain mathematics and sums and formulas, and then I would round it off for a global figure, then double it, and then do a backup double for that, and then double it again to be in a safe zone. But it would be astronomical sums, but then again these are astronomical sums as well. But it shows anything is possible. The survival sum for the human race is 3,000 billion. That's just for the aid for emergency food hampers, living costs and survival equipment. 3,000 billion a week. That's minus the transportation cost, minus the manufacturing cost, minus the distribution cost, the delivery cost, and the personnel cost as well. That's the starting blocks of the survival of the human race. Three minutes remaining. Thank you very much. So the survival sum for 10 billion people. Remember, the world population is 6.5 billion people. The survival sum for 10 billion people is 3,000 billion a week. 52 weeks a year, every 100 years, for the future of infinity, for the future of eternity. I am Herbert Hexon. I am a mathematician. I have solved the world. I have solved the world. I have cracked the code in mathematics. It was always there. And look at this. A 6-inch piece of paper by 4 inches has the sum and the survival sum for 10 billion people. for the future of mankind. These sums will be correct in 10 years, in 100 years, in 1,000 years, in infinity of years. You are a human being. You are from the caveman to the spaceman. You will continue into the future. You are here for a reason. Never give up. The body never dies. The body dies. Your genetics pass on to the next generation. The male body is a protective shell for the male sperm. The female body is a protective shell for her eggs through procreation, or someone in your family tree will procreate. Your genetic genes for your family tree will pass on to the next generation. You will live on for centuries and centuries and for eternity and for the infinity of the universe. We're all under a world flag. We're all human beings. Never give up. Never give up. Stay positive. Good luck and every happiness. Never give up. Anti-war, anti-violence, and world peace. You're very special. You're a human being. You're here for a reason. Do a first aid course. Be first aid aware. Never lose your cool. Stay calm. Be relaxed. Never give up. You will meet positive energy and people in your life. I'm a mathematician, Herbert Hexon. Never give up. Thank you very much. Down to earth. Ordinary, gravity, so my head can fit through the door. Thank you very much. Very ordinary, very down to earth, and gravity. And this is Herbert Hexon for the ZXI Corporate Corporation. ZXI is a private corporation. Yeah, and it will always be that corporation. I will never sell. Never. Never. ZXI Corporation. Private corporation. I designed ZXI Corporation. I'm a mathematician, Herbert Hexon. Good luck. ZXI. No equal. Thank you. Never give up. Stay positive. Never give up. Water and food. Very important. Never give up. Every happiness. Never give up. Herbert Hexon, a mathematician. Stay positive. Thank you. I solved the world for the human race. With the mathematics sum and formula.